pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Independence of all association. Most people say this pledge every day, but a lot of people do not believe in it. Every day, God affects your life. For example, He makes it able for us to be living and breathing. In my research, I have found under God was added to the Pledge of Allegiance in 1954 to signify that we live the way America was supposed to be, the Washington Post. In this speech, I will go over problems of people not following God and how to fix them. For if we go on sinning deliberately after receiving the knowledge of truth, there no longer remains a sacrifice for sins. Hebrews 10:26. My first point is, I feel as though this country has forgotten about God and no longer walks with Him. The problem with not walking with God is He is our ticket to heaven and into everlasting life. In 1 Thessalonians 3:8 it says, "For now we live if we are standing fast in the Lord." How can we live when sometimes we act like He doesn't exist? Realistically, we shouldn't be able to, but thankfully, our Lord is merciful and gracious. Psalm 130:3-4 states, "If you, Lord, kept a record of sins, Lord, who could stand? But with you there's forgiveness, and with you we can serve you with reverence." Things like keeping the commandments are no longer simple in the world we live in now. People find it hard to believe in God, let alone love their neighbor. Commandments are a way to live as a nation under God. My solution is to follow the words of the Bible and do His will by living underneath Him. This can be fulfilled by following the 10 Commandments or simply just by believing in Him. If you feel as though you cannot achieve everlasting life, remember the words of John 3:16. "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that all who should believe in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." This tells us that all we have to do is believe in Him. That's how easy He has made it for us to walk with Him forever. Matthew 14:27-31 says that the disciples saw Jesus walking on water and feared it was a ghost. But Peter spoke out to the Lord and said, "God, if it is you, let me walk on water towards you." Jesus helped Peter walk on water, which he did until he stopped believing. When he stopped believing, he began to sink, just like we will when we stop believing as believers. For closure, a good place to return to God is to believe in Him and do His will by following Him. In conclusion, to live the life that America was intended, we must believe in God and trust Him. God is with you every day, all of the time. That is why we should stick with Him instead of turning against Him. We only have one chance at life, but we get multiple chances to live under God. The Pledge of Allegiance was written to remind us of how our country should be lived, and how as a nation, under God, is the way to unite us.